The goofy Democrats in Maryland are proposing a bill to block felony murder charges on anyone under 25, and you won't believe their argument why. Let's get into it. Hey, everyone, welcome back. So, Maryland Democrats are supporting a bill in the state assembly that would make it illegal to charge anyone under the age of 25 with felony murder. The Youth Accountability and Safety Act. Don't you love how the Democrats come up with these flowery words? The Youth Accountability. Wow. Presented by Democrat delegate Charlotte Cruchfield in the Maryland General Assembly, would bar a person under the age of 25 at the time of the offense from being convicted of first-degree murder under the state's felony murder laws. All right, for those of you who don't know, in Maryland, murder in the first degree is defined as having occurred during the commission or attempted commission of one of numerous listed crimes, including rape, arson, robbery, burglary, carjacking, and other violent acts. Under the proposal, which already has the support of several Democrat co-sponsors, anyone who murdered someone while attempting to commit one of these other crimes cannot be charged with first-degree murder, which is a crime punishable by life in prison or without the possibility of parole in Maryland. It is alternate universe time again, folks. Republicans argued, quote, if this bill passes, you're going to have kingpins. You're going to have gangs use juveniles to do their dirty work, said Susan McComas. Apparently, law enforcement felt the same way. Quote, the solution is not changing the law to excuse or make excuses for the violator, Harford County Sheriff Jeff Goller said. The process that needs to be in place is to hold that person accountable. Duh. And try to explain that to a Democrat. All right, so now let's get into why these crazy, goofy Democrats claim that they are pushing this bill to say that anybody under 25 who commits a murder during a felony should not be charged with first-degree murder. It's because the Democrats are saying that the human brain does not mature until about the age of 25. Now, if you know me or you've been watching my videos or reading the stories that we publish at rpwmedia.com, then you pretty much know what I'm about to say. Now, the argument against this by Maryland Republicans, which remember, most of them are really Democrat light, is that the Democrats solely use mental capacity when it comes to criminal legislation. So the Democrats are saying the human brain is not fully formed in the frontal lobes until age 25, but yet they're doing other things in the General Assembly, like letting children vote earlier and earlier and letting them get hormone-inducing drugs to change their sex. Folks, right now, Maryland has 5 cities that allow 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in the municipal elections. Remember, the Marxists cannot implement communism without the kids. So the message from the Democrats is they want people who do not have fully formed frontal lobes voting for them. and that's going to counteract some of the people that do have fully formed frontal lobes who represent the people in these cities. Many people argue, and I'm one of them, that this voting age drop in municipalities is just an incrementalism exercise by the lefties so that when people get used to youngsters voting in city elections, it'll be much easier to convince them that they should be able to vote in state and eventually presidential elections. So people who do not have fully formed frontal lobes is who the Democrats want to make their new demographic. So at the same time where they say that people under 25 don't have the mental capacity to know what they are doing when they murder someone while they're committing a felony, that same exact person does have the mental capacity to take actions to change their gender, including gender-affirming drugs, hormone therapy. And the Democrats aren't ashamed of that contradiction when it's pointed out to them. They believe children, actual children, are capable of determining that they were born the wrong gender, and they should be allowed to decide for themselves on gender-affirming care. They still won't be able to go to a dentist without their parents' permission, but the Democrats only want what they want when they want it, and nothing else matters. Folks, the Democrats spend more of their time trying to figure out ways to rig the system in their favor. And it doesn't matter what system we're talking about. They know that children are susceptible to being bribed by adults. I'll give you $250 if you vote for me. You think that hasn't happened? Folks, there are new rules now. You have to point out their contradictions. The Democrats are now nuts. It seems like the entire party is crazy, and the ones that aren't crazy are flipping over to the GOP. Okay, so you have to point out their contradictions, because normal thinking Democrats, and trust me, folks, there's an entire country of normal thinking Democrats. Okay, they don't see this because the CNNs and the MSNBCs, the New York Times, the WAPOs, all those crazy jackals, they don't let you know that there's a contradiction here. They'll report on the transgender stuff that they think children should be able to make decisions for themselves. And then they'll do another story right afterwards about this Maryland deal that they don't want people under 25 because they don't have the mental capacity. And they'll never link the two and show a contradiction. All right. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, visit rpwmedia.com, read our stories, and share them with like-minded friends. Give us some comments. Give us a like, please. It helps. We'll see you in the next one.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious.